Iranian air defenses destroyed 6 aircraft. 2 F-35 stealth fighters shot down. 4 A-10 attack planes fell today. U.S.-Israel bombed Iranian nuclear facilities. World Health Organization declared global emergency. Radioactive contamination threatens 85 million. Middle East faces unprecedented health crisis. Iranian S-300 missiles proved deadly effective. Bavar 373 systems tracked stealth aircraft. American air superiority questioned after losses. Nuclear facilities at Natanz severely damaged. Fordow underground complex partially destroyed. Enriched uranium storage areas hit directly. Radioactive material dispersed into atmosphere. Winds carry contamination across borders. Iraq reports elevated radiation levels. Syria detects dangerous radioactive particles. Turkey activates emergency monitoring systems. WHO teams deploy radiation detection equipment. Potassium iodide distribution begins immediately. Evacuation orders affect 12 major cities. Iranian Revolutionary Guard claims major victory. F-35 wreckage contains classified stealth technology. Radar-absorbing materials recovered by Tehran. Advanced avionics systems captured intact, surprisingly. Pilot ejection seats found with electronics. Iranian engineers examine American technology carefully. Stealth coding samples analyzed in laboratories. Flight computer data extracted successfully today. Communication systems reversed engineered immediately. Classified mission parameters discovered in wreckage. American military technology compromised severely. Future stealth operations face detection risks. Iranian air defense capabilities dramatically improved. S-300 systems exceeded performance expectations. Russian-made missiles proved combat effective. Bavar 373 domestic systems performed flawlessly. Radar networks tracked stealth signatures successfully. Electronic warfare systems jammed communications. Coordinated defense response overwhelmed American aircraft. A-10 aircraft targeted military installations. Ground attack missions failed completely today. Iranian mobile missile launchers remained hidden. Mountain terrain provided effective protection. Underground bunkers survived bombing attempts. Hardened facilities withstood direct hits. Nuclear program continues despite damage. Backup enrichment facilities remain operational. Alternative uranium processing sites activated. Centrifuge production moved to secure locations. Nuclear weapons development accelerates after strikes. International Atomic Energy Agency condemns attacks. United Nations Security Council calls emergency session. Russia demands immediate ceasefire implementation. China condemns unprovoked military aggression. European Union expresses grave concern. NATO alliance faces internal division. Turkey refuses military base access. Iraq demands immediate troop withdrawal. Syria activates air defense systems. Lebanon mobilizes military forces southward. Israeli borders face increased threats. Hezbollah announces full military mobilization. Hamas declares solidarity with Iran. Palestinian resistance groups coordinate responses. Regional war probability increases dramatically. Oil prices surge 40%. Energy markets face supply disruptions. Strait of Hormuz closure threatened. Global shipping routes require rerouting. Insurance premiums spike for tankers. European energy security compromised severely. Natural gas supplies face interruption. Alternative energy sources prove insufficient. Industrial production cuts begin immediately. Transportation costs increase across continents. Inflation pressures mount from energy. Central banks prepare emergency interventions. Currency markets experience extreme volatility. Dollar strengthens amid safe haven. Gold reaches new record highs. Bitcoin crashes from uncertainty fears. Stock markets plummet across globe. Defense contractors surge on orders. Technology companies face supply disruptions. Semiconductor shortages worsen from conflict. Rare earth elements become scarce. Manufacturing costs increase from shortages. Consumer prices rise across categories. Recession probability increases to 70. Unemployment claims expected to surge. Economic growth forecasts revised downward. WHO radiation health assessment begins. Medical teams deploy to affected regions. Cancer treatment facilities prepare expansion. Radiation sickness cases anticipated thousands. Thyroid cancer rates will increase. Genetic damage affects future generations. Agricultural contamination threatens food supply. Livestock requires testing for radiation. Water sources need continuous monitoring. Air quality measurements show contamination. Soil samples reveal dangerous levels. Crop yields decrease from radiation. Food exports banned from region. International aid organizations mobilize resources. Refugee camps prepare for mass. Displaced populations require immediate assistance. Medical supplies distributed across borders. Emergency shelters constructed rapidly today. Humanitarian corridors established through negotiations. International Red Cross coordinates relief. Doctors Without Borders deploys teams. United Nations Refugee Agency activated. Children face highest radiation risks. Pregnant women require immediate evacuation. Elderly populations show severe vulnerability. Immune systems compromised from exposure. Blood disorders increase among population. Bone marrow damage affects thousands. Respiratory problems spike from inhalation. Skin conditions develop from contact. Eye damage reported in children. Neurological effects appear in patients. Cardiovascular complications increase among exposed. Reproductive health faces long-term impacts. Mental health services overwhelmed completely. Psychological trauma affects entire populations. American military strategy requires complete revision. Stealth technology advantage significantly reduced. Air superiority doctrine faces challenges. Military procurement programs need reassessment. Defense budgets increase for countermeasures. Intelligence gathering methods require updating. Operational security protocols need strengthening. Allied relationships face strain today. NATO unity questioned after failure. Israeli military cooperation under review. Regional partnerships require renegotiation somehow. Military-based security increases dramatically. Personnel safety protocols implemented immediately. Equipment vulnerability assessments begin today. Training programs modified for threats. Recruitment strategies adapted for conflict. Veterans Affairs prepare for casualties. Medical facilities expand capacity quickly. Psychiatric services increase for troops. Family support services mobilize resources. Iranian military capabilities proven formidable. Domestic defense industry exceeds expectations. Engineering expertise demonstrated through success. Scientific knowledge advanced through conflict. Technological independence achieved partially today. Manufacturing capacity proven adequate clearly. Research and development accelerates significantly. Military doctrine vindicated through results. Strategic planning proved effective today. Intelligence gathering capabilities demonstrated successfully. Operational coordination exceeded international standards. Training effectiveness shown through performance. Equipment maintenance standards proven adequate. Logistics systems functioned under pressure. Command and control remained effective. Communication networks survived electronic warfare. Cyber defense systems repelled attacks. Information warfare capabilities demonstrated effectively. Propaganda efforts proved successful regionally. Diplomatic initiatives gain momentum today. International law violations documented carefully. War crimes investigations begin immediately. Accountability mechanisms activated through organizations. Legal proceedings expected against aggressors. Compensation claims filed by victims. Reparations discussions begin at conferences. Sanctions regimes face complete reassessment. Economic warfare escalates between nations. Trade relationships disrupted across regions. Supply chains require complete reorganization. Alternative partnerships developed rapidly today. South-South cooperation increases dramatically now. BRICS alliance strengthens against West. Non-aligned movement gains new members. Multipolar world order accelerates development. American hegemony faces serious challenges. Chinese influence expands across region. Russian partnerships deepen with Iran. European independence movements gain momentum. Global governance structures require reform. International institutions need urgent updating. Multilateral agreements face renegotiation pressure. Bilateral relationships require complete reassessment. Diplomatic protocols adapted for reality. Negotiation strategies modified for effectiveness. Conflict resolution mechanisms prove inadequate. Peacekeeping operations require urgent reform. Humanitarian interventions need better coordination. International law enforcement requires strengthening. Global security architecture needs reconstruction. Regional security arrangements gain importance. Collective defense mechanisms require updating. Military alliances face credibility tests. Security guarantees prove unreliable today. Deterrence strategies require complete revision. Nuclear doctrine faces urgent reassessment. Arms control agreements need strengthening. Non-proliferation regimes require urgent reform. Verification mechanisms need technological upgrading. Monitoring systems require enhanced capabilities. Compliance enforcement needs better tools. Sanctions effectiveness requires honest assessment. Economic pressure proves limited utility. Military threats lose credibility completely. Diplomatic engagement becomes increasingly essential. Dialogue mechanisms require immediate establishment. Confidence-building measures need urgent implementation. Crisis management protocols require urgent updating. Early warning systems need enhancement. Rapid response capabilities require development. International cooperation becomes absolutely essential. Multilateral coordination proves critically important. Global solidarity necessary for survival. Human security takes priority over. National interests require careful balancing. Common challenges demand collective responses. Shared threats require unified action. Global problems need global solutions. International cooperation essential for peace. World Health Organization coordinates response. Radiation exposure affects millions globally. Nuclear contamination spreads across continents. International health emergency declared officially. Medical assistance required for decades. Healthcare systems overwhelmed by casualties. Treatment costs exceed national budgets. Long-term monitoring programs established immediately. Research initiatives funded by organizations. Scientific cooperation increases between nations. Medical knowledge shared across borders. Technology transfer accelerates for treatment. Pharmaceutical development focuses on radiation. Vaccine research begins for complications. Therapeutic protocols developed through collaboration, clinical trials established across regions, patient registries created for tracking. Epidemiological studies begin immediately today. Genetic research accelerated for damage. Environmental monitoring continues for years. Cleanup operations require international coordination. Decontamination efforts cost billions annually. Restoration programs planned for decades. Economic development disrupted for generations. Social fabric damaged beyond repair. Cultural heritage threatened by contamination. Educational systems disrupted across region. Agricultural practices require complete transformation. Industrial development faces severe constraints. Tourism industry collapses across region. Infrastructure requires massive reconstruction efforts. Transportation networks need decontamination procedures. Communication systems require hardening upgrades. Energy systems need radiation protection. Water systems require extensive filtration. Waste management faces unprecedented challenges. Urban planning requires radiation considerations. Rural development faces contamination constraints. Coastal areas experience maritime contamination. Mountain regions serve as refuges. Desert areas become uninhabitable zones. River systems carry contamination downstream. Groundwater requires continuous monitoring forever. Air currents distribute particles globally. Weather patterns affect contamination spread. Seasonal changes influence radiation levels. Climate factors determine exposure risks. Meteorological monitoring becomes a security priority. Environmental science gains critical importance. Ecological research receives massive funding. Conservation efforts focus on areas. Biodiversity protection becomes urgent priority. Species migration patterns require monitoring. Ecosystem health needs continuous assessment. Natural resources require radiation testing. Mineral extraction faces safety constraints. Fishing industries collapse from contamination. Forestry operations suspend across regions. Agriculture transforms to survive contamination. Food security becomes national priority. Nutrition programs address radiation exposure. Public health surveillance increases dramatically. Disease prevention strategies require updating. Health education campaigns begin immediately. Community health workers receive training. Healthcare infrastructure requires radiation protection. Medical equipment needs contamination shielding. Emergency response systems require enhancement. Disaster preparedness programs expand significantly. Civil defense organizations mobilize completely. International cooperation essential for survival. Nuclear weapons threaten human existence. Peace becomes absolute necessity today. Future depends on diplomatic solutions. Thank you for watching our analysis. Please share your thoughts below. Subscribe for breaking news updates. Turn on notifications for alerts. Like this video if informative. Comment your analysis and predictions. Share with friends and family. Stay informed about global developments. Follow us for exclusive content. Your engagement helps our journalism.